indefinitely without actually blocking your your account. So for instance, we can have uh, a password. For example, we have our password like this. Our password is let's say my pass, like that. Then we now want a user to guess a password. If it is not equal to my pass as the one that we have, the system will keep on asking the user to enter the password. Let's go. So you can have while, okay, we can have a user input. Let's say user password is equal to input. uh, you ask the user to enter your password, like that. And then let me close this, and then now we want to compare if this password that the user enters is similar to this one that we have stored in this variable known as my pass, so known as password. So you can say while uh, user pass user pass is equal to is not equal to. If it is not equal to, then it will keep on asking the user password. So if it is not equal to password, like that, do what? Of course, you need to know that once you have the while statement, you on the same line you have the colon, then you indent this one, you skip some space. The best way is to use the tab key on the keyboard just once, then all whatever that is inside that should be uh, at the same line. So you can say while user pass is not equal to password, you can print and tell this person you entered a wrong password. Wrong password. Try again. Okay, admit. Okay, those who are joining right now, you are welcome. We are doing the while loop. So try again like this. So you tell the user to try again if the password is not correct. Then you can say user pass like that is equal to input. So you capture again the password like that. So after that, maybe the username is correct, you can print and say, let me add some white space so that the program is easily readable. Print, and this is print. You can now, once they enter the correct password, you can now say login successful, like that, and maybe grant them access to your system. So let's run this and see. I run. Okay, let me clear this first so that so for this one, we know the password should be my pass, but let's try a different. uh, it is asking me to enter the password, so let me enter a different password, like 1234. So it is telling me you entered a wrong password, try again. So I can also try like that. It is telling me also you entered the wrong password, try again. So let me try the one that we had as initialized, my pass, like that. You see, once I enter the correct one, it tells me login successful. Are we together, guys? If you're getting confused, you can just raise up your hand or ask that I don't understand this part. Okay, I hope we are together. Guys have refused to talk. But I hope I'm clear, and I hope you are okay. So I'm trying to look for our guest who has not arrived, but I hope he will come before the end of the session today. So even if it doesn't come, he will create a day maybe in our subsequent sessions. He's a guy who has developed several apps, and I wanted him to talk to you about what it takes to be an app developer, a front-end developer, and such like, just so that you, as you learn, you can also try to align yourself in what you want to pursue. So basically that is it. So for this kind of program, it will repeat a number of times, asking for the password as long as the password is wrong. So as long as this condition is wrong, it will keep on asking for this until you get the correct password. Then it will get out of the, someone is asking, oh, input function to get user input int. Okay, on the messages, Mike is just adding some more inputs. I hope, and whatever he's putting there is just a reminder of what we did the other day on Monday. So sometimes I'm fast. I'm assuming that you still have the concepts of what we learned on Monday and the other class on last week. So sometimes we have what we call, I want us to learn about something known as control structures, control statements inside a loop, control statements inside a loop, and then we will also look at conditional statements inside a loop. So sometimes, for instance, here you have your, let me, okay, can I have another program? Okay, I can just comment on this so that guys can also, let me comment so that it is not executed. I want to write another part, sorry, another piece of code, so that we know how to, I hope you also understand what I'm doing, commenting, so that that part where it starts with a hash, it is not executed. So we have the for loop. I want us to print for index in range 0 to 10, like that. I want us, if I do this and then I say maybe print print index, if I do this, it will print from 0 to 9. But sometimes you see it is printing from 0 to 9. Sometimes you might want to skip something. So if you want to skip part of your program, you can use either an if statement, or yeah, you can use an if statement to skip. For example, you can say if index is 6, if index is equal to 6, like that, you use double equal signs. So this is an if statement inside a for loop. And then you can say, and you see I'm also indenting this one, so I'm starting at this point, I'm not starting at, so to mean that this, whatever I'm writing below is inside the if. So if that, if it is equals to 6, I can say print I am getting out of the loop, like this. So if I print that, I can also say continue. So we have this keyword continue, like that. So let me run this program and see. So you can see I have printed 0 to 9, but when it is at position 6, it says I am getting out of the loop, but it prints that part and then it now continues to print 7, 8, 9. So that means I have used this word continue, and also I have used this conditional statement. I have used an if statement to check if the value at index, this one, is 6. So if the value is 6, it will print this. And then continue means that it will stop that loop, that round. For a loop is like a round. So for this one, it goes like 9 rounds. So if it's at round number 6, and then I do this, I say continue, it will stop at that round and then go back and start again at round 7, 8, and so on. But there is another word known as break. So if I use break as the keyword, it will stop completely. It will stop execution of that piece of code. So let's run.